Hi, welcome back to Motorcycle Awareness Month. Yes, May is Motorcycle Awareness Month. My name is Patrick Jones. I'm the president of Chicago A.B.A.T.E. The people that you're watching right now, yes, it's a live call-in show tonight, 312-738-1060. Give us a call. Oscar, waiting on the phones, waiting very patiently. Tonight, we have some information to give you. We have a video I want to show you. May is Motorcycle Awareness Month. Motorcycle awareness isn't just for motorcyclists. Motorcycle awareness is for me, for you, for the guy in the car, the guy in the truck, the kid on the moped, the little kids on the bicycle. Motorcycle awareness is something for everyone. And I'm going to show you a video of why I like to go home after a long ride, but that's coming up. Now, I have a question that I'm going to be asking tonight, and it's a motorcycle question, and I don't want you Googling the answer. If you don't know it, Google the answer. You're not going to know it, trust me, unless you're in law enforcement. Yes, law enforcement motorcycle question tonight. I have it sealed right here in this brand new folder. Not like this junk folder that Oscar gives me is all wrinkled up. Oscar, give me some wrinkly ass folders. I did not wrinkle it. My car wrinkled it. You know, things get wet in the car. Okay, so just so we're moving along, our next membership meeting is going to be Wednesday, May 15th, 7:30 at the brewery, 3848 North Harlem. No, once again, you do not have to be a member to come to our meetings. You don't have to be a member to do anything at our meetings. But if you show up and you don't like it, leave or go sit in a bar, go drink. If you show up and you like it, talk to Oscar, may be able to hook you up, membership, you never know. I would almost, if there wasn't Google and all this other stuff, I would almost offer a free membership for the correct answer to this question I'm going to answer tonight. Okay? So what I might do is give a free membership if this gets answered in 3 minutes or less. Remember, it's a live call-in show tonight, 312-738-1060. I'm in the studio. I got my grandson Thomas sitting out there, getting ready to ride. Yep. Got Oscar on the phones. I've got Omari, he's hanging out. Estrella, she's running around here somewhere. Oh yeah, we got the whole crew down here tonight. If you would have been watching earlier, they had a wok set up in here and they were cooking. They were actually cooking. The studio smells so good tonight. So, again, Wednesday, May 15th, that's our next meeting. Come out, come see us. We'll be at the brewery. Now, this happened this weekend. Oscar was down there. He was our man in the streets. He was at the A.B.A.T.E annual Freedom and Awareness Ride. Oscar, who got the vest this year? Senator Marty Sandoval. I remember he got one. And a lady, I can't remember the lady's name. She's a state rep, but state rep and a senator got one. It's the biggest thing we can give out at the state level for legislators. If you want to earn one of those and you're watching and you're a legislator, help us. Help us, help you to help us some more. So, 650 bikes roughly, Oscar, down at the Capitol, starting at the Dirksen building or at the I.D.A.T.E building, heading down Dirksen, going over to the state capitol. So 650 bikes, roughly. I bet there were probably more. There were ATVs I've seen. I've seen all kinds of vehicles down there. So, yes, did I get down there? No, I didn't. I was busy doing something more important. I was, what? Short, fat, angry, greasy, Italian, Mason of the Year. I can't talk to you like that, like I do. Oh, so you want to talk to me like that? Oscar says you can't talk to me like that. Anyways, I'm going to tell you why I wasn't at that awareness run for the Freedom Rally this year. I was up north. I had stuff to do on Saturday. I had stuff to do on Sunday. Sunday, I decided I'm going to go for a ride. When it came time for me to go on this ride, something happened. So, we're going to go here and I'm going to show you exactly what happened. Okay, you all seen the video. That is why I want to go home from my ride when it's time to go home. I want to go home safe so I can be with her. I can be with my grandson who was in the video with his long ass hair, tied up in a big bun or whatever they do. I don't understand it. Pants drooping down his butt. But that's the reason I want to be safe on the road. I want you to be safe on the road. Put this damn thing down. There's nothing on here that's so important that you have to be having it in your face while you're driving your car. I see it every day. I see it all day long. When I'm working, I'm in my F-350 driving around the whole county. That's all I see. Telephones. The Uber guys are really bad. Uber and Lyft, horrible. They're always, they got theirs set up on the dash so this way they use the Waze and everything. And they're always trying to drive, play with this damn thing. Pull over. My boss called me one day and he asked me where I was. I pulled over, I answered the phone. I told him, I said, I just pulled over to answer your call. That's what I did. Pull over. It's not a big thing. A lot of cars are going to pass you. Big deal. You can catch up with them. You got to pedal. Go. All right? Put the damn phone down, plain and simple. Because I'm sure I'm not the only one who has that waiting at home for me at the end of a ride. Got it? All right, that's my rant for motorcycle safety today. We do have something coming up. We have our annual 33rd, Oscar changed it, 33rd annual, and I'll bet he took the old one so I can't show it again. Did you? You bastard. Did he? Let me see. So I asked Oscar, why, just pointed it out, while we're on this air. So yes, he did take it. He took it so I can't show his mistake. Our 33rd annual Spring Fling, Saturday, June 15th. I see it. He's holding it up laughing, too. LaBelle Woods, gates open at noon. Come out, have a good time. Free booze, free food while it lasts. There'll be vendors out there. You can spend money. You can do anything you want out there. It's always a good time. And I have it on good authority that it's going to be sunny, kind of cool. It's going to be a great day for a motorcycle ride. It's going to be a great day to party with the guys who are not partying while you're out riding. Where is that flag? Again, this Freedom Run, why everybody was out riding that day, the dedicated motorcyclists throughout the state, Oscar included. I got pictures of Oscar with other members of A.B.A.T.E that I can't show because kind of racy, What? He's shaking his head. Oscar, you shake your head at me a lot. I gotta say, I get a lot of oh no shames from you. Why? Anyways, while everybody was up here riding, including myself, I did go out for a ride that day without the baby. Well, I did have her on the bike for one ride, I do believe. I'm trying to find it. So, I did get to go out on my own. Let's see. Oh, the suspense is killing me. And yes, that was baby's first ride on the motorcycle. A year and a half old. After that ride is where all the other video was shot. She couldn't take it with the bike being gone. There's 3 other bikes in the garage, and she wouldn't leave me alone. So again, that's what we want to go home to, folks. If you're not a motorcyclist and you're watching this show, that's it. That's what it's all about. Family, our brothers. I got Oscar sitting out here. He would miss me. I know he would. He'd cry too. He would cry like a little bitch at my funeral. I don't want that to happen. Okay? Look at him. He's crying now. You got Oscar. Where's that picture of Oscar? Damn it. He is actually in tears right now. If you could see him, it's not pretty. It's it's not pretty. It's like, oh please, please, let Pat go home safe tonight. Oscar's messed up. He is messed up. Seriously though, we've lost a lot of good brothers over the years. Oscar and I have been to many funerals for people not paying attention, and of course, cancer sucks. We've lost a lot of friends of cancer. Let's see. Oh, got one of the police officers that I used to work with. He's telling me he would cry like a baby. I love you too, brother. Oh, Angelo, he misses me every day. So I can't call him the fat, short, fat, greasy Italian, blah, blah, blah. I miss him every day too. Let me tell you something. Motorcycling, big brotherhood, man. If you're not into it, you're missing something because it is a brotherhood, it is a sisterhood. I've got women that I've known that can ride motorcycles better than men. Trust me. And when I see them with that shirt that says, "You just got passed by a girl," I love that shirt. Or instead of the so and so fell off, it says the a-hole just fell off. They wear shirts. They do the same thing we do. Women motorcyclists, phenomenal people. I'm telling you right now. I've known a lot of them. I've known a lot of bad motorcycle women that can't ride for crap, and I'd be scared parking next to them for the domino effect, believe it or not. I've known men that are just as bad. So it's not a man woman thing. It's your skill set. It's your mindset. It's how you handle yourself, how you handle your motorcycle. There's guys that I've ridden with really forever. Just Fred. Let's talk about Just Fred. Okay? I've got a picture of him passed out with a bag of Cheetos next to his head and his hands in his pants. Guess what was orange the next morning? All right? Just Fred. I've ridden with him for so long that no matter which side we ride on each other, we know for some reason we just know exactly where we're going, what we're doing, lane changes, speed up, passing, and he's always stopping me. Your tire's low. For some reason, my back tire is always low, and it's brand new. We were leaving Sunday. I pull up in the back. My grandson looks. Papa, the tire looks low. Sure enough, 10 pounds of air in it, not 40 like it was supposed to be. We filled it up. I'm thinking I'm going to have my rim checked next because that's the second tire I put on. Junior had a blowout. I had a blowout. And I got to have the rim checked. Check your tires. Check your rims. Check everything. Harley's new thing, I don't know if it's their new thing, but if you go in for a rear tire, they have to do brakes. I didn't know that. So pull into Chuck's, had a blowout. And I mean, you could put your fist inside the sidewall of my tire. That's how bad it blew out. Dan Harper was with me. We heard a pop. I rode 4 more miles after the pop. Didn't even think about it. We looked at each other like, oh, well, what the hell was that? We're going. We get off Bloomington, go over to Bob Evans. We're going to have a nice breakfast. We had a nice breakfast. We come outside. I go to back the bike up. It won't move. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Had a flat tire. Called Chuck's Harley Davidson. You guys at Chuck's, you saved our whole trip. We were going down to Missouri for a party. They came out, got it. The guy calls me to the counter. He goes, come on in the back. I want to show you your tire before we take it off the rim. And I'm not joking. You see this mouse? That's the size of the sidewall hole that was in that bike. I don't know how I rode for 4 miles. Maybe because of something, not gravity. It had to be, I don't know. Maybe there was an angel flying over my shoulder holding the bike up. I don't know. All I know is that was bad. So he goes, okay, we're getting ready to do the brakes now. What do you mean the brakes? We do brakes because your brakes are bad, number one. Okay, one was almost metal to metal. And number two, it's a safety thing. You do need brakes, and we do replace brakes. Chucks, you guys saved my ass for that trip, and we did have a good time. And no, I did not wear a helmet in Missouri. I told Dan Harper, everybody's pointing to us, hey, get it on, get it on. I said, so here's what I do. We stop, got the phone out, Google it up. How much is the fine for not wearing a helmet in the state of Missouri? $25. So I said, the first trooper that stops me, because we're on the highway, I give him 100. He can write me 4 tickets, 1 for each day, make his quota, and then we're out of Missouri. Never stopped us. We went past troopers, we went past local police, and I'm telling you, I'm not even joking. We did not get stopped. We didn't know that at the time they were trying to repeal the helmet bill in the state of Missouri, which I think is repealed now. I don't know if it's a full repeal or if they got the 18 and under. Oscar's Googling it up right now. Look at him. You know what? Let me see if I can Google Oscar. Google Oscar. Anyways, that's what I figured I'd do. So, good trip. It was hot as hell. The whole weekend was 110 degrees. We vamped. We vampired it the whole weekend. We only came out at night and sat in a Mexican restaurant drinking tequilas with the guys. So, again, safety. Check your brakes. If you hear a noise, check everything. You want to get home safe yourself. Now, here is my question, and it's not just for law enforcement. Who and what is the first recorded law enforcement motorcycle accident in the state of Illinois? I know what it is because I do, and I've got it printed out right here. Right now, it's 7:21. At 7:24, if somebody calls in before then, and hopefully they didn't Google and knows the answer, I'll give them a free membership. So, that's a nice saving. That's your way into A.B.A.T.E. If you're already a member, it extends your membership. 7:24. Okay, I will tell you this. It happened to an officer who crashed into a pedestrian after swerving to avoid debris in the roadway in front of 4358 Honor Street. He suffered a fractured skull in the crash. Okay? Now, anybody know the answer? Oscar's sitting by the phone. It's 312-738-1060. Free membership at 7:24. So, while that's waiting, and then I'll show it. I even got his picture, believe it or not, from that year. And think about this while you're trying to figure out or look up the answer. There were motorcycles in the 1800s, 1900s, 2000s. So there's a big gap there, big long distance. You can try to figure it out. Anyways, getting back to the guy that's probably Googling this right now. My man, our man in the street. And Oscar did not do us a live update from Springfield. I was going to have somebody go up and record it, but Ski did a nice video. He showed a lot of the bikes that came down. There were some beautiful bikes down there. And he was on his green machine with everything green, including the chain. The lawyer, can't remember his name. The old man. Not Gil Ross. He's not old enough. I'm old, so I don't remember. But I'll think of his name in a little bit. Anyways, he's got some beautiful old bikes, some real antiques, Enfields, and all kinds of stuff. Excuse me. Again, we do have a meeting coming up on May 15th at the brewery. If you want to stop in, come out and see us. Still waiting for that answer. Oscar's still waiting. And I'm getting ready to show the answer in about 35 seconds. Yeah, I have it right here. Right here is the answer. So, if you think you know motorcycle history, you really don't. And while we're waiting for that, let's see. Debbie, Ski, he has a green bike. Yeah, really, Debbie? We love Uncle Pat. Okay. I did shoot a video in the hallway along with a girl out there. And I'm going to show this video because come down to Can TV. If you ever want to come down and see what we do down here, it's amazing what they do down here. Okay? I'm not even joking. So we walk in. We know May's Motorcycle Awareness Month. We're not sure that CAN TV does, but this is what we walked into. This is what's hanging up in the lobby of CAN TV. I don't know if they know there was Motorcycle Awareness Month, but all of this stuff is hanging up in there. And you can see it if you come on down to CAN TV. Come on, HBM show. That's a door. They always have that door there. Don't know why. Probably for people to get in. We had some. Gotta get home. Gotta watch Team Chicago Challenge. Great motorcycle racing on TV. There is some really cool stuff down here to see. And a lot of history behind these. I'm sure if Dan Schmidt was available, he would come out and talk with us. We might even invite him to be on the show one night. Dan Schmidt for Alderman. How about that? Picture Dan Schmidt in his younger days. 4 and 6 racing. Okay, that's what's hanging up in the lobby down here. If you ever want to come and visit, we're going to wrap this show up. I'm going to tell you exactly what this accident was. Police officer Austin L. Fitch, Chicago Police Department, Chicago, Illinois. End of watch, Tuesday, November 24th, 1914. Police officer Austin Fitch succumbed to his injuries sustained 1 week earlier when he was involved in a motorcycle crash while on patrol. He crashed into a pedestrian after swerving to avoid the debris in the roadway in front of 4358 Honor Street. He suffered a fractured skull in the crash. Officer Fitch has served with the Chicago Police Department for 3 years. He was survived by his wife and 6 children. 1914. That's it for now. I'll have more history for you next week.